into a deep sleep, are matters that need not be told. And it is well they happen to be of this class, for they would be very hard to tell, were their narration ever so indispensable. Before leaving this bright picture, it may be well to glance at a dark and very different one, which was presented to only a few eyes that same night. The scene was a churchyard, the time midnight, the persons Edward Chester, a clergyman, a gravedigger, and the four bearers of a homely coffin. They stood about a grave which had been newly dug, and one of the bearers held up a dim lantern, the only light there, which shed its feeble ray upon the book of prayer. He placed it for a moment on the coffin, when he and his companions were about to lower it down. There was no inscription on the lid. The mould fell solemnly upon the last house of this nameless man, and the rattling dust left a dismal echo even in the accustomed ears of those who had borne it to its resting place. The grave was filled in to the top, and trodden down. They all left the spot together. 'You never saw him living?' asked the clergyman of Edward. 'Often, years ago, not knowing him for my brother.' 'Never since?' 'Never. Yesterday he steadily refused to see me. It was urged upon him many times at my desire.' 'Still he refused. That was hardened and unnatural.' 'Do you think so?' 'I infer that you do not.' 'You are right. We hear the world wonder, every day, at monsters of ingratitude. Did it never occur to you that it often looks for monsters of affection, as though they were things of course?' They had reached the gate by this time, and bidding each other good night, departed on their separate ways. Chapter 79.